Hey everyone, it's Lauren. This is my tutorial on Kristen Stewart's W cover magazine makeup look that everyone seems to be loving. I've gotten so many requests to do this tutorial and I'm very happy that I did it because I just love the way that it turned out. We have very different features on our face, so it doesn't quite look the same. I've got very round eyes, hers are not round, hers are very almond shaped. I've got huge lids and hers are not, so all these play a factor into why it might look different. But regardless, I really like how it came out. So anyways, enjoy, and I hope you learned something. So the first thing I'm going to do is put on some eyeshadow. I've already got on a little bit of foundation and I put some concealer on my eyelids to act as a base. I'm going to take my 252 brush and I'm going to be using Brulee and I'm going to apply that all over the lid, up to my brow. And in my crease, I'm going to be using a 224 brush and the color Cork. It's just a really subtle brown. I don't want to draw too much attention to the crease because the attention needs to be going to the liner. But at the same time, I do want to contour, so I'm just using a nice light brown. I will say, Kristen Stewart's eye shape is a lot different than mine. I've got very round eyes and big lids, and she does not. She's got pretty small lids, so that liner, it looks really thick, but it's really not. If I do the same width on my eye, the same thickness of liner, it's going to look completely different because my eyes are so round and the lid space is so tall. So what I'm going to do is bring that crease color down a little bit just to kind of give the appearance that my eyelid is a little bit smaller than it actually is. Okay, my next step is doing the fabulous eyeliner. I'm going to be using a pointed liner brush from Royal and Long Nickel. This is a really nice brush for using gel liner with. And I'm using Black Track Fluid Line from MAC. And I'm going to start underneath my eye and then work my way up. Before that dries, I'm going to take a 239 brush and just soften the edge. Now I'm just going to follow my bottom lash line, how it naturally angles up this way. I'm going to follow that line to bring the wing of my liner. And I think it's best to do this step with your eyes open so that you can see what this wing is going to look like with your eyes open, because a lot of times when you put on your winged liner with it shut, it'll look totally different once you open your eye. And then in the picture, her winged liner cuts straight over this way, so instead of it being a nice curved wing, this one is just going to be straight over. So this part you also need to do with your eyes open, looking straight at it to see that you are definitely getting a straight line. And then what you can do is just connect the line. I'm just going to make it a little bit thicker on the lid. So I like the look of that, the shape of it and everything. I'm going to use my same 239 brush that I used to smudge it. And I'm actually going to take some blush. This is Equilibrium from the new Mac Me Over collection. I'm going to be using that to smudge it into the bottom liner. If you look in the picture, she's got a distinct brown eyeshadow underneath. And I'm just using this color because it's pretty close to what I see in the picture. Put a little bit of that on my 224 brush and just blend it a little bit further. Go ahead and add some mascara at this point. Okay, I'm going to move on to my brows. I'm going to take an angled 266 brush and charcoal brown eyeshadow. And Kristen has quite different shaped eyebrows than I do. Hers almost just go straight across, whereas I have a very high arch. So I'm going to do the best I can to kind of straighten them out a little bit, but I'm not sure how it'll work. Alright, so there's that. I'm going to apply a little bit of concealer under my eye, just using Studio Finish with a 222 brush. Okay, moving on to my cheeks, I'm going to start off with contouring with my favorite contour color, which is called Taupe. It's from MAC Pro. I'm using a 109 brush. Just going right under the cheekbone and just going straight down toward my lip. I normally kind of like to curve it a little bit, but for this look, it looks like it's kind of just going down. So that's what I'll do. And I'm going to use Equilibrium brush, the one that I used underneath my eye. Same brush. But with the placement on this one, I normally like to kind of go all over my cheekbone. With this one, I'm going to just kind of go on the underside of it. Okay, now lastly for my lips, I'm going to overdraw them because hers are clearly overdrawn. I'm going to be using this cream stick liner from MAC. It's called Ginger Root. This shade of lipstick is called Ahoy There, but really there's 1,000 just like it. It's just kind of a lighter pink. And then what I'm going to do is put just a touch of Dazzle Light. I put Dazzle Light eyeshadow. I put a little bit on my middle finger there, and I'm just going to pat it right in the center. So this is my finished look of the Kristen Stewart makeup on the W cover that just came out recently. I hope that you enjoyed it because I certainly enjoyed doing it, and hopefully you got a few tips out of it. So anyways, come back for more next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.